the second time this tournament, the eyes of soccer fans around the world are on Toronto. Panama, playing 2 games here during the tournament, will take on Ghana at the top of the hour.
This is the second World Cup appearance for Panama, the 5th for Ghana. Neither are considered top contenders for the World Cup, but there's no shortage of excited fans for both countries gathering here tonight.
Good evening. The countdown to kickoff is on. It's the first game of the tournament for both teams.
The players are here. The fans are here. We're here live outside Toronto Stadium inside the fan zone. And the game starts in an hour, but you can just feel the excitement as the anticipation is building.
It's so much fun. If you want to come to Toronto Stadium, you're going to do a lot of walking. But actually, I've discovered that's part of the fun because you get to see all the fans. And honestly, I'm not sure who's more passionate, Panama or Ghana.
I know, you can't really tell, but definitely walking, good advice. We start our coverage outside the stadium speaking with some of those lucky fans, lucky enough to have a ticket. Phil, lots of energy and excitement as we approach the start of the match.
Hey there, guys. Yeah, we're just outside Toronto Stadium. Hey, talk to me real quick. Panama, Ghana, you're looking for your first World Cup victory ever. Did you fly in from Panama or do you live in Toronto?
Panama, we fly in from Panama and we're gonna take the win.
You feel good? Your first win in World Cup history?
Yeah, we feel good, we feel good.
How you liking Toronto?
Amazing, bro. Amazing, good people, nice people in Canada.
Yeah, we're pretty good. Okay, we got more Panama fans. I'll tell ya, Panama's almost like Team Toronto. They're playing 2 games at Toronto Stadium. Canada's only played 1. How are you feeling about tonight's match?
I'm feeling very confident. It's going to be a great match between Ghana. Ghana is an awesome country, but Panama, we have this one tonight.
So where are you coming in from?
We're coming from Panama.
So
we live in Miami.
Okay, so how special is it to be surrounded by so many red and white jerseys? You are outnumbering the Ghanaians right now. It seems like 5 to 1. How's it feel?
It feels like a dream come true. I never believed that I was going to do this, and even more special because I have my mother right here. I have my fiance, my family, friends, and all behind me. So we all came as a group. So it makes it even more special. Plus the 15,000 Panamanians that are joining us here. So that's pretty awesome.
Panamanian pandemonium. Mom, how special is this? The second World Cup ever for Panama.
It's awesome. I can't describe. I can't define. I feel, but it's good though.
It is good. It'll be even better if you guys win. It'll be even better if you guys win. Now I got a Ghana sign. I need some Ghanaians here. Talk to me. Talk to me. Let's talk about the match real quick. How do we feel? You guys are outnumbered 5 to 1 right now. Are you galvanized by that?
Not at all.
1 Ghana, 1 goal. We're going to win this today. We're going to go to round of 32. We're going to keep on marching from there, just like we did today.
Ghana 3-0, that'll be the score.
Ghana 3-0. How do you feel about the match?
I can't wait. Let's go, Ghana! Let's go!
Ayapa! Madinde Kojo! Ghana.
So you're cheering on Ghana. You're from Ghana?
Oh, I'm from Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
Huge Ghanaian population there.
I love it.
And I love
We've
Ghana.
adopted it. Kind of like how we adopt Portugal and Italy.
I love jollof rice and puff puff, everything. They teach me everything. They're great people. I want to go to Accra. Awesome. I'm Ghana all day. Ghana all day.
Look at that. Okay, so everyone's feeling good. You got your sign real quick. Why are you cheering for Ghana?
They're a great team. They got a great culture, great. They got a great sense of pride around their country and their team, and it should be a great contest today. It's my birthday today too.
So happy birthday! Let's get a win, and hopefully it doesn't get rained out. The doors are slowly opening. Everyone's making their way to Toronto Stadium. Kickoff in just about an hour's time. Ghana, they've been to 5 World Cups. They're ranked 73rd in FIFA. Panama's actually ranked above them at 34th. They're looking for their first ever World Cup victory. Could it come tonight? If so, it's going to be a party. Send it back to you two.
Yeah, either way. Thank you, Phil. And fans of both teams have been celebrating for days. We saw hundreds turn out to welcome the Ghanaian team to their hotel Monday, and the Panamanians have set up their base camp in Alliston, drawing curious locals and fans trying to catch a glimpse of the team.
But in less than an hour now, the 2 countries will face off here at Toronto Stadium, a stadium that is filling up with fans who are pumped to have tickets to tonight's match. CTV's Heather Wright is live inside Toronto Stadium as the last-minute preps are underway with the game set to start at 7 o'clock. Heather.
Yes, last-minute preps. Actually, the sprinklers were just on a little while ago, Michelle. We all almost got doused here on the sidelines. They're getting ready on the pitch. The fans are trickling into the stadium. We've heard some big cheers. They showed the Panama bus arriving at the stadium a little while ago. The fans that were here, they started cheering. There was also some Ghana players that were on the field. They were waving and doing cheers with some of the fans that are in the stadium. So you get sort of a sense of the vibe that's taking place here inside the stadium as these two teams face up. And look, this is a tough group that they are in. We've been watching England take on Croatia. Those are the two powerhouses in this group. But these two teams looking to get a point, 3 points, in order to try to make it out of this group stage. It's the first time these two have ever played each other here at the World Cup. Fans are getting ready. Players are about to take to the pitch for warm-up as Toronto gets set to host the second World Cup game of this tournament. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Heather. Live inside the stadium, and you can see there it's open air. When the eyes of the world are on your city, you really hope that the weather cooperates. The day started off quite sunny, but clouds have been building. The potential for rain hanging in the air. The folks at Toronto Stadium and on patios, no doubt, hoping it holds off, Nathan.
Yeah, that is the hope, and I'm sure the players are feeling the same way. They'll play rain or shine, but you don't want the weather to be a factor. Lindsay Morrison is at the FIFA Fan Fest with a look at how things are now and what we can expect later on. Lindsay.
Well, Nathan and Michelle, it looks as though the weather will be a bit of a factor in this one. Not right now. It's cloudy. It's dry around the GTA, but wet weather is on the way, and so it may be dry for kickoff, but it likely won't be dry halfway through the game. Let's begin with a look at the satellite and radar to show you where the rain is right now. It is just creeping its way into Caledon, Kitchener-Waterloo. This is a big low-pressure system that's going to give us a soaking through the night tonight. Let's take a look at the current temperatures. It's a little cool out here today, 22 degrees at Pearson, slightly cooler by the lake. Winds, they've been breezy today, and we expect gusts to near 50, 60, even 70 kilometers per hour into tomorrow. There's our kickoff forecast at 7 p.m. Dry but cloudy, 22 degrees. If you're heading to an outdoor watch party like here at FanFest, pack a poncho because it looks as though wet weather is going to arrive midway through the game. We have a special weather statement in effect, along with a wind warning for places and severe thunderstorm watches. Again, it's going to be a soggy one overnight tonight. Coming up, we'll give you an idea of how much rain is in the forecast, but live here at FanFest, Nathan and Michelle, the England and Croatia game has just wrapped up. A lot of happy English fans, and I know there's going to be lots of Panamanian and Ghanaian fans here too soon, but for now, I'm sending it back over to you.
Yeah, that was a good game. Thank you, Lindsay. We talked about the passion of the fans of these two nations, and that passion was on full display this afternoon as hundreds marched through the streets on their way down to this area.
Lots of singing and dancing as the Ghanaian fans wove their way from Trinity Bellwoods Park late this afternoon. And guess who? Our Raheem Ladani was in that crowd. Raheem, the energy and the excitement is infectious.
Hey, Michelle, I mean, it certainly is. These Ghanaian fans, they were chanting for over 2 hours before on their way here. More than 2 hours. Come on over here. Let me ask you a question. What does it mean to be celebrating with your community here?
Yes, we are celebrating because for you to come into World Cup, it's a whole lot of work. You know, because every nation is fighting for World Cup. But if Ghana has qualified for World Cup, that means here we are determined. So that's why we are chanting. We want to take the cup back home to Africa.
They're very optimistic.
Africa is great.
They're very optimistic. Good luck.
You're right.
They were taking part in what's called a jama. And a jama is a traditional chanting and singing, and groups come together when they're excited, and that's what they were doing for so many hours. And you heard the optimism right there. Let's find some more fans. Hey guys, how you doing? You live in Toronto?
Yes,
Are you visiting? Live in Toronto. What does it mean to have the Ghanaian community show out like this?
It means love. It means unity. It's amazing because if you know all of us and us being Ghanaians, we love unity. Yes. We love being around everybody. Our culture is beautiful. So it just means unity and love. And yep, Ghana's going to take the win.
3-0.
3-0. 3-0. There you go. One more. What does it mean? What do you want people to know about the Ghanaian culture?
You're just a welcoming community. Ghana's a wonderful country. It's a beautiful country. It's just great vibes all around, and everyone's here to just have a great time. So yeah, everyone's just here to just show support. and that's all about Ghana. That's all we are.
Perfect, appreciate it. And what he said in the sense that people are just here to show support and have a good time. A lot of the individuals who are here themselves don't actually have tickets. They're not going into exhibition place. While some of them do, a lot of them just want to be here to be part of the moment, take part with their fellow countrymen, and enjoy this opportunity of the World Cup and Ghana being on the world stage. And so, Nathan and Michelle, that's what this is all about, right? A lot more than just what happens on the scoreboard and the result. Obviously, Ghana wants a result here tonight, but it's all about the atmosphere, and we're certainly getting a lot of that. For now, I'll send it over to you.
We sure are. Thank you, Raheem. Yeah, the stadium right now is roaring. They're getting fans pumped up. Meanwhile, no shortage of enthusiasm from the other side either. Panamanian fans took to the streets earlier this afternoon, spreading their patriotism along the way.
That's right. CTV Sean Lee Thong was with them, and Sean, that was quite a sight to see.
Nathan and Michelle, 5,000 fans coming down Strachan Avenue strong, and now the fans from Ghana behind me are having one of those jamas that Raheem talked about. I'll step out of the way and let's work our way in here as we can see. These fans are absolutely ecstatic here. Both sides have been chanting all afternoon and well into the evening as they are expecting nothing short of a great game, and they want to have a great time. And that's what this is so much about in the World Cup, is while there is excitement for what both sides want as a result, is as much a celebration. So I talked about that march down Strachan that the Panamanian fans did today. There was incredible excitement, people from all over, people from Toronto, people from Panama, people who have come from the United States to celebrate their country. Here's what they had to say.
I'm so happy. It's so crazy to see my country here. Such a small country full of lovely people. We love our city, we love our country, we love our team. We're so excited.
Oh my God, it's amazing. I never thought about this. You know?
You didn't think it would happen?
Yes. Oh my God, Panamanians are so excited.
Oh my God, that's mean a lot. To be honest, it's a lot. It's a beautiful experience, especially in Canada.
I married into the Panama fandom.
What do you think of everything you're seeing around you right now?
It's amazing. It's such a celebration, and the Panamanian people love to celebrate. It's just really fun.
I think this is great. I think it brings everybody together. This is why I love sports so much. It brings people together, and we have a good time.
Shadow of the stadium. The fans from Ghana are going just as strong as the fans from Panama. We're still just under an hour until this thing kicks off, but it looks like the party's going to go for a long time. Reporting live on Sean Lee Thong, Nathan Michelle. I'll send it back to you.
Woo! Sean, wow, I can barely hear you because of the fans behind you, but also the fans here at Toronto Stadium. Things are getting going in there.
Yeah, a little earlier, there was just a smattering of fans inside, but you can just tell there are more because we're hearing these loud roars. That usually happens when players get on the pitch. And when they see their players from their home country get out there, you just hear that roar, and your energy level, and you even get goosebumps when you watch it from the inside. It's incredible.
It's that the moment is finally here. There's been so much anticipation. Fun fact, by the way, you've been to Ghana.
Yeah, I was there a few years ago. What most might not know, it's an English-speaking country. So you'll get around really easily. The food is great. The culture is great. They've got great museums, art galleries, great food. There's just so many great things to do. I was there a few years ago, not thinking that I'd be here talking about Ghana on TV because they're here playing the World Cup, but you never know what's going to happen.
You never know. Now, we have lots more World Cup coverage as the big game gets underway at 7, but also ahead tonight, Andrea Case will have the rest of your day's news as well as the inspiring story of a young man who beat the odds and is giving back to his community. You want to stay with us.
Well, it is a party here at FIFA Fan Fest. Listen to this wonderful music. The fans are slowly going to start to fill in for the next match. Of course, it's our local one at Toronto Stadium, but a big part of the story today, the the weather. There is yet to be a World Cup game that has rained. It's been a close call for many matches, but tonight will likely be a different story. Certainly going to be dealing with wet weather overnight and perhaps also about halfway through the match tonight. Tomorrow, Canada is going to be playing in Vancouver, and the weather tomorrow, not a concern. Look at all that sunshine. If you're hoping to head to a watch party locally here in the city, there are so many taking place around the GTA. Might still have some cloud cover and some lingering showers at kickoff time, but there should be improvements as the evening goes on. Maybe even some sun before the day is finished. We've got lots to talk about when it comes to your weekend and Father's Day forecast. All of those details are coming up live on CTV News. We'll be right back. And here is a live look at the fans gathering outside Toronto Stadium.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400 from your screen to ours. Text 10400.
We'll return to World Cup coverage in a moment, but first, some other news of the day. Investigators are sharing some major updates following an incident that saw a 12-year-old boy charged with the attempted murder of a Toronto cop. It's alleged the boy was behind the wheel of a stolen vehicle that struck the officer in East York early Monday. The Special Investigations Unit says the officer fired multiple times to stop the car, but it's not clear if that was before or after being hit. The 12-year-old suspect was taken into custody with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. The SIU says he's since been transferred to a youth center after undergoing surgery. Also today, Toronto police confirmed another 12-year-old boy and a 14-year-old boy have also been arrested and are facing charges. Well, Mississauga City Council voted unanimously today to rename a park in honor of slain Toronto officer Mark Pinzotto.
This is awful. So the small thing that we might be able to do as a municipality is rename a park in Mark's honor. That is, I think, a fitting tribute.
The motion was up for discussion at a special meeting of City Council. The motion noted that Pinzotto's and his brothers grew up in Mississauga near Indian Gate Park and calls for it to be renamed after the fallen emergency task force officer. The 43-year-old was fatally shot last week while executing a search warrant linked to the U.S. consulate shooting and other incidents. A similar honor is in the works in Brampton for slain Ontario Provincial Police Constable Taryn Valley. The 29-year-old was born in India and raised in Brampton. He was struck and killed by a vehicle last week in the northern community of Hearst, allegedly by a suspect fleeing police. OPP now say his funeral service will take place tomorrow morning at the Mississauga Sports and Entertainment Centre. It will not be open to the public, but you can check out live coverage on CP24. While staying in Mississauga, the mayor's race may soon have a high-profile new challenger, someone who previously held the position. Bonnie Crombie, who was mayor for a decade and left to be Liberal leader, is considering a run for her old job. CTV's Queen's Park Bureau Chief Siobhan Morris reports.
2 years ago, Bonnie Crombie was beaming with praise for Carolyn Parish on by-election night.
You will be a formidable mayor.
Crombie had given up the job to become Ontario Liberal leader. But after a disappointing finish in last year's provincial election,
I know tonight isn't exactly the result we were looking for.
And a humbling leadership review last fall,
I promised you I would listen.
Crombie now says she's considering options that may involve a return to Mississauga City Hall, complicating the campaign that's already underway.
I don't think Mississauga deserves to be a backup plan or anyone's second choice.
Mississauga is looking forward, and I'm looking forward. We're not looking back.
Carolyn Parish wouldn't weigh in on Crombie's future plans, writing, "Until she actually registers, I'm not interested in participating in a flurry of publicity. Happy to comment after she actually registers." Former Liberal MPP and councillor Deepika Demirla is making the case for change.
Property taxes have gone up 30% over the last 4 years. Not sustainable.
Alvin Teja was runner-up in the mayoral by-election and suggests a Crombie comeback is out of step with what voters face.
Growing unaffordability in the city and increasing property taxes. I think if they want more of the same, they have two options now, potentially.
The Premier, who is actually my hero.
The Premier's made clear where his allegiance is.
I will send an army down here
to make sure I support Mayor Parrish. So what I say to Mayor Bonnie Crombie, bring it on. Let's go.
This man would welcome Crombie's name on the ballot this fall.
She's done a lot for the community here, and she continues to do that. So I believe and I strongly feel that she should come back.
Other voters are okay with the path the city's on.
No, I think the current one is doing a good job too. Streets more cleaner, or maybe because of the World Cup, I don't know.
But with a lot of time before Election Day.
She was there before. Let's see what happens, what she has to offer.
Would-be candidates have until August 21st to sign up to run for mayor or other council positions. Voters in Mississauga and municipalities across the province head to the polls October 26th. Siobhan Morris, CTV News.
Back in the city, paramedics say a 3-year-old child suffered serious injuries in a crash in Midtown this afternoon. Just before 4 o'clock, emergency crews responded to Bathurst Street and Avenel Drive, south of Ava Road. Now, police say they got reports of a vehicle hitting a hydro pole and a number of pedestrians. The 3-year-old was rushed to a trauma center, while 2 adult patients were sent to hospital with minor injuries. The circumstances surrounding the crash are still unclear, although area residents say speeding has been a concern on that stretch of Bathurst. Police say the driver involved remained at the scene. Well, Canada's Transportation Safety Board has released a report on the submersible disaster that killed 5 people nearly 3 years ago. The report says Transport Canada knew the Titan was operating out of St. John's with support from Canadian vessels. But the department did not provide oversight of the submersible's operations. The safety board says the hull was likely damaged by each dive into the Titanic until it finally imploded. The report is recommending Transport Canada come up with a plan to determine whether an uncertified vessel poses a safety risk and then monitor that vessel more closely. Well, at the G7 summit, the tentative agreement to stop the Iran war received backing from world leaders today, including Canada's Prime Minister.
The fact that so many countries were involved in its development and are vested in its development does create knock-on effects, positive knock-on effects.
Mark Carney says the deal is a possible game changer and insists the war is worth it if it means Tehran does not get a nuclear weapon. Now, the PM says he has always believed that Iran is the biggest exporter of terror. U.S. President Donald Trump is threatening to resume hostilities if he does not like what he hears from Iranian negotiators. The agreement is set to be signed on Friday. Well, speaking of signings, the Toronto Maple Leafs announced today they have signed a new head coach. Jim Hiller will be the 41st head coach in franchise history. New to the job, but not new to the team. CTV's Janice Golding has more.
After an extensive search, the Toronto Maple Leafs have a new head coach.
Opportunity of a lifetime. It really is.
Jim Hiller, the former bench boss of the Los Angeles Kings, named the Leafs' 41st head coach.
I did not see this coming. I mean, the Leafs said that they had an initial 55 name list of people that they spoke to when they started this process of finding the replacement for Craig Berube. They kept this under wraps.
While the move may have come as a surprise to some Leafs fans, especially given the other names in contention, Hiller has history with the Leafs, having served as an assistant coach from 2015-2019 under Mike Babcock.
Which is great, because he understands the legacy that Toronto has and what he has to do to make them better so they win a Stanley Cup.
Hiller has worked with stars Austin Matthews and Willem Nylander before.
Maybe Hiller can do a better job unlocking Austin Matthews and getting this team to perform better. Because let's face it, defensively, they took a major nosedive.
This is the 57-year-old's second NHL head coaching opportunity, previously serving on the LA Kings bench starting midway through the 2023-2024 season before he was fired March 1st.
We didn't hire to satisfy a narrative or check a box. We hired based on what we believed would be best to support your growth, both individually and collectively.
Hiller himself describing his strategy for the organization.
A lot of our emphasis will be in just recreating, reigniting, and growing and strengthening the spirit of the hockey team. And I think that when you leave the dressing room with that translates directly onto the ice.
Fans say they hope the new coach and new direction will pay off.
I think a change was needed. Craig Berube hockey for the Leafs obviously didn't work out.
He was slept on for a little bit. No one really knew, so I think he'll bring some good to the team.
It's tough, right? Like we're always getting rid of the coach. We're always moving pieces around. So hopefully this year we have a much better year.
Janice Golding, CTV News.
Okay, we have a while before the Leafs begin playing. I think they play in October. Lindsay Morrison, right now it's all about FIFA and soccer. My fingers are crossed for you, my friend, being out there. Let's hope it doesn't rain.
Yeah, I mean, Andrea, I've got my eye glued to this radar. It does look like it's going to rain before the evening is finished. Kickoff should be dry, but hopefully fans, either at a watch party or at Toronto Stadium, are prepared for some wet weather. I know it's not ideal for the players, but at least the good news right now is the system that's moving in does not look like it has currently lightning attached to it. Before we show you the radar, I just want to point out what's happening here at FanFest. It's a great celebration. We've had Afrofusion dancers on. Cardinal Official is here. And now this is some traditional Panamanian dancing that's happening too. But let's get to your forecast because I know everybody's curious what's in store for the rest of this evening. We will begin with a look at the special weather statement. It is widespread. It was issued earlier today, and it includes us here in the city of Toronto. This is warning of some widespread heavy rain that's going to move in tonight and continue through the overnight. There's a wind warning in place too, and there's a severe thunderstorm watch in place for southwest Ontario. This is a big system. It's now raining in places like Guelph, as well as south, inching closer toward the Hamilton area. So the rain is coming. This is what the system's going to do. It's going to soak us through the overnight hours tonight, and then as the low slowly rotates and departs, we could continue to see rounds of showers into tomorrow. How much rain? It depends somewhat on where you are, but generally speaking, we are looking at upwards of 25 millimeters of rain. Some areas could see 50 millimeters of rain or more, timing-wise. So about halfway, midway through the match tonight at Toronto Stadium, we will be into some wet weather. It's heaviest through the night. Waking up tomorrow morning, some lingering showers. Again, they'll be on and off through the day. There's 6 p.m. tomorrow. That's when Canada is going to be playing in Vancouver. But if you're heading to some outdoor watch parties, you can plan on it being mostly dry, still a little cloudy, and then hopefully we're going to get some clearing. Friday certainly brings us more in the way of sunshine, and the weekend is looking bright as well. We've dropped a degree at Pearson Airport. It's now 21 degrees. It is cooler where we are down by the waterfront. It's about 16 degrees downtown Toronto and the Toronto Islands. Overnight tonight, 15 for a low. There's tomorrow at a glance. So 20 degrees around the noon hour. By the time we're heading into the evening, again, still some lingering showers possible, but we will hopefully see drier weather as we make our way into Thursday night and then certainly into Friday. Your 7-day forecast looks like this. Mix of sun and cloud for your Friday and a high of 23. The weekend, awesome. Lots of sunshine, highs near 24 degrees. It's worth pointing out that Sunday is not only Father's Day and conditions look great for that backyard barbecue or perhaps a round of golf for Dad. It's also the summer solstice. So this is when we're going to welcome the new season with a seasonal high of 24. Enjoy that because some rain moves in for Monday, and then we've got the chance of showers through the middle part of next week too. Again, we are live here at FIFA Fan Fest. The crowd is starting to fill in. It's getting busier and busier as we await kickoff for the next big match happening at Toronto Stadium. It's Ghana versus Panama. Here is a live look at Toronto Stadium from Hotel X. It's going to be an exciting night. We've got lots more to come here when CTV News returns. Stay with us.
Toronto's waterfront is the perfect place to go for a stroll and catch a vibe. You're steps away from the downtown core while being nestled along the water, and you can come and just catch a wave. Built in 1962, the Queens Quay Terminal is a lively hub with shops, great food, and views you absolutely can't beat. And a classic snack along the waterfront, a beaver tail. The power plant brings this really cool, creative energy. It's a contemporary art gallery packed with these really interesting exhibits. It's a must visit for anyone looking to dive into something kind of fresh and unexpected in the city. And if you've had your fill of fun and food along the water, you can always hop on a ferry at the Jack Layton Ferry Terminal and head over to the island. For a quieter moment, the Music Garden. It's the perfect blend of nature and music in a place you can come and just be. A short walk away is Little Norway, an area full of history. Once a Royal Norwegian Air Force training camp, it's now a quiet and tranquil green space a stone's throw from the water. Once a bustling hub of warehouses and ships, Toronto's waterfront is now a place for people to come and relax and enjoy a stunning view. For more information, you can visit our website.
Lots of people making their way down to Toronto Stadium and the Fan Festival, as well as watch parties. The GTC's Samantha Teesey's live tonight at Transit Control with a look at how the evening is shaping up. Samantha, any problems or trouble spots you're seeing right now?
Thanks so much, Nathan. So things are moving quite well for us through the 6 o'clock hour. We're not seeing any major service disruptions on any of our rails. So subways and LRTs are running quite well right now. We are seeing one local bus detour you should be aware of if you're taking the 7 Bathurst route. Our southbound buses are traveling along Oakwood and Vaughan Road because of a collision investigation there. But other than that, service through the downtown core is moving well for all those fans headed over to Toronto Stadium and the Fan Fest area.
Well, that is good to hear, Samantha. Obviously, the TTC is moving a lot of people around during the World Cup, and I'm sure your team has learned a lot from that first game on Friday. Any tips for people who might be thinking of heading out to a watch party tonight or checking out some of the festivities this weekend or the upcoming games?
That's right, Michelle. So we have ramped up service to get you to the games, whether you're headed to the Toronto Stadium to actually be there in the action, or if you're headed to Fan Fest or a watch party, we have you covered. So if you are traveling, if you're taking on line 1 particularly, you can head over to Union Station. From there, you can take the 509 Harbourfront streetcar. That will connect you over to the Fleet Hub, and from there, it's just a short walk away from the stadium. Now, if you are in the West End over on line 2, you are able to take 2 different options. Your best bet are Bathurst and Dufferin stations. From there, at Bathurst Station, you can take the 511 streetcar all the way south to the Fleet Hub as well. Or if you're on Dufferin Street, you can take any of our 29 series buses. Those are traveling to the Dufferin Gate Loop, and again, just a short walk away from the stadium. Now, I know with all the craziness there, you might need some help navigating through the area, and we have plenty of TTC staff on site. They are wearing these bright red jerseys, so you can easily find them, and from there they are able to help you navigate to the area. Now, if you do not need help planning your trip from home, you can also download our transit app. There, all the information to get to the stadium will be right at your fingertips, or you can also check out ttc.ca. We post all our live updates on there.
Some great tips there. Samantha TC with TTC Control. Thank you so much. And we are live on location here from outside Toronto Stadium. Fans have been streaming in, a lot of them in their seats now in anticipation of tonight's match between Ghana and Panama.
And it's not just here where the excitement is building. There are also watch parties all across the GTA, including at Downsview Park today. And that's where we find CP24's Melissa Duggan this hour. Melissa, you're at Ghana Village, which is part of a watch party and part cultural celebration, a combination. What's the mood like there?
That's right, Nathan. It has been transformed to celebrate all things Ghana today and taking on Panama. We know who this crowd is cheering for. Let me tell you, though, Afia, who are you cheering for today?
So I'm cheering for Ghana, of course. I'm cheering for all the men representing Ghana. I mean, Ghana has always been at the forefront of soccer. For the past 3 or 4 World Cups, it's only one that they missed. This is the time that Ghana is bringing the cup home. And Ghanaians in the diaspora, especially here in Canada, we are ready, we are heated. The energy is electrifying everywhere. We are waiting for them, we are rooting for you. Bring the cup home. We are here, we are waiting for it. Go Ghana!
Is it more special knowing that they're playing so close by?
Say it again?
Is it more special knowing they're playing so close by?
Oh my God, it's unbelievable, it's unbelievable. And especially them bringing it right here in the forefront where I live, Toronto, Canada. I mean, we are just amazing, amazing. I mean, Ghana from Asamoah Dede, Ayo from Boateng, Kevin Boateng from Michael Essien, Bedi Pele. I mean, you name it. Ghana, we are there. We are bringing it home. And today we have Semenyo there. We have a Ziggy. We have a Wusu. We have, I mean, endless.
Fia, I love your spirit.
Thank you.
It's infectious. Thanks so much. Have a blast tonight. Enjoy the gig. Listen, let's come over this way because, I mean, the crowd is really starting to gather right now. The game is about to kick off soon. Lorna, how are you feeling about this matchup tonight?
I'm really excited. Go Ghana, go!
Do you think they've got what it takes to win?
Yes, they do. They have what it takes to win. My prediction is 3-0.
And what makes this particular lineup so powerful?
Both countries are really strong, so it's going to be interesting to see how everything plays out.
Awesome, awesome. We are just minutes away from the game kicking off. As you can tell, this crowd cannot wait for things to get started. We are seeing the flags, we're seeing the black stars. This crowd all about Ghana here tonight. This is Ghana Village. It is at Downs View Park. It is a free event, by the way. Everyone welcome to come out and join in. And the next couple of games are going to be held in the World Cup starring Ghana. They're also going to be hosting parties here, cheering them on. For now, back to you guys.
Melissa, thank you so much. Live at Downsview Park. Appreciate it. Yeah, less than 20 minutes to go, and then we'll get to see Ghana in action versus Panama. And supporters, by the way, of Team Ghana gathered in Sankofa Square earlier today, and they had some royal company in their midst.
One of Ghana's traditional kings, Otumfu Osei Tutu II of the Asante people, he stopped by Sankofa Square this morning. Members of Canada's Ghanaian diaspora and fans of the Black Stars cheered and played music as the king and his entourage, his retinue, arrived.
This means a lot as a first-generation Ghanaian Canadian, being here in the city of Toronto, growing up and lived here. Seeing the king for the first time is such a historical moment.
It's been electric, and we knew from how he's held in high esteem that people were going to come out to welcome him, to give him a good stay, and also rekindle the cultural heritage that we have.
This is the King of Ghana's first ever visit to Canada. It's a story of second chances, overcoming adversity and dedicating a life to giving back.
We're not talking about a soccer player, but rather an inspiring graduate from the TMU nursing program who crossed the stage to receive his diploma. CTV's health reporter Pauline Chan has the story.
LeVar Bailey. LeVar is being congratulated on stage by their mom, Annette Bailey, from the faculty.
It was hugs all around for new TMU nursing grad LeVar Bailey.
It felt right. Having my mom there, it felt full circle.
This was actually LeVar's second time crossing the floor in a nursing graduation ceremony because his mother was pregnant with him when she graduated from nursing.
And while his mom has been a huge inspiration for him, a childhood experience was another key reason the 27-year-old chose nursing for a career. A tumor pressing on his spine left him paralyzed as a toddler.
It was very unlikely that I would survive the surgery, or if I did survive, there would be lots of deficits. But, you know, since then, I've been walking, running, and jumping all fine. I had to depend on a healthcare team to save my life. It taught me the importance of healthcare workers.
Bailey's education included working with Thrive, a program at St. Mike's Hospital.
A program that helps youth and young adults who are suffering from violence and trauma to give them pathways to be able to access resources to help them work out those traumatic events.
Now he hopes to become an emergency specialist. ER Dr. Dominic Shelton says it's a difficult environment in an already challenging profession.
When you compile acuity of illness in addition to the volume of patients that needs to be cared for by nurses, it can be extremely demanding.
And Bailey acknowledges the current difficulties nurses face today.
Our first patient is us, right? We first have to take care of ourselves because we can't pour from an empty cup. I believe that nursing is deeply correlated in that, the preservation of humanity and life and giving it dignity. And I've always wanted to be that person, even as a young child.
Now he and the rest of the class of 2026 are ready to step forward as nursing professionals. Pauline Chan, CTV News.
We are live over Toronto Stadium, outside Toronto Stadium. The game's going to start in about 15 minutes. Ghana taking on Panama. You're watching CTV News at 6. Our special live coverage will continue. Stay with us. Lots of excited soccer fans packed Little Portugal this morning.
Those expecting a win for their team didn't get what they wanted, but they did get the next best thing. CTV's Beth McDonnell has more.
Fans burst up on their feet cheering for their beloved team Portugal. It was first scoring in the game against the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Like you said, if not us, why not us? Okay? Prediction, a win.
3-0 for Portugal, for sure. These fans gathering under the canopy of a large restaurant patio with more than 10 screens at Barada on College Street in Little Portugal, bringing spirit and a sense of community.
They were here, we had nowhere to sit, and they invited us, and that's what it's all about. Força Portugal, let's go!
What do you love about Portugal fans?
Just being Portuguese and the people. It's all about this. It's about, like, the heart, not the shirt, the heart.
The GTA's Portuguese-Canadian community has high hopes for this team. Portugal has never won a World Cup. Cristiano Ronaldo and his teammates are some of the best. Team Portugal was ranked 5th in the world entering the tournament.
We just have a team like we've never had before. Like, we've done really well before. We've gone far in tournaments. We've won the Euro, but we've never had a team that looks like this.
Congo tied the game at the end of the first half. In the second, both teams had their chances, but neither Congo or Portugal could pull out a win.
This is our country. They play very nice, and Ronaldo is the best. Okay, you need to win.
A little bit of disappointment, but, you know, this was not a loss. This was a warm-up.
Next up, Congo takes on Colombia. Portugal plays Uzbekistan. Beth McDonnell, CTV News.
Another big game today, England and Croatia. They squared off at the World Cup in a match that wasn't short on offense.
It certainly is. Oh, it's a brilliant break. Jude Bellingham tells you all he's at the World Cup.
England went on to take this one 4-2 with goals from Jude Bellingham, Marcus Rashford, and Harry Kane, who scored a pair. Kane now has 10 World Cup goals, tying the English record. England will play its next match against Ghana in Massachusetts on Tuesday, while Croatia will face Panama here in Toronto. There is one other game tonight, Uzbekistan versus Colombia at 10 o'clock.
Canada plays its second World Cup match tomorrow, squaring off against Qatar. Right now, our national men's team is holding its final practice. The Canadians are looking for their first ever World Cup win on home soil. All but 15 minutes of today's training session is being held behind closed doors. The team has been tight-lipped about whether Captain Alphonso Davies will be able to play when Thursday's match kicks off at 6 p.m. Eastern in Vancouver. The star left back has been recovering after suffering a torn ligament back in May. Canada's opponent also practiced today. Qatar has only faced our national team once, with the Canadians winning 2-0 at a friendly in 2022. Qatar is ranked 56th in the world by FIFA, while Canada is 30th. But the Qataris should be confident heading into tomorrow's match at BC Place Stadium. They played to a 1-1 draw with Switzerland on the weekend. Canada plays the Swiss next Wednesday in its final group stage match.
We're just minutes away from kickoff here at Toronto Stadium, and wow, Nathan, can you hear the roar? The excitement is building, and we'll certainly have more from the World Cup and another check on your forecast after the break. Oh, let's hope the rain holds off. Stay with us. We are live outside outside Toronto Stadium, where in mere minutes, Ghana, Panama, they're about to kick off. All the crowds, they're inside. You can hear them. There is a roar. Nathan and I were inside for the game Canada played, their first game.
Right.
And a lot's been made about the $157.9 million to get it ready for the FIFA World Cup. And honestly, the fan experience from in there is incredible.
It was top notch, and the Canadian fans give them credit for just making noise with every play. But one thing that might have been missing was the chanting in unison, the songs, the things that you hear from these sophisticated soccer fans. And I'm hearing that from the Ghanaian and the Panamanian fans right now. They're already doing the songs and the chanting. They sound amazing.
It is so fun. It's been fun to watch them, and the experience in the city all day has been just incredible. And I think if it rains down on them today, I don't think it really matters, because everybody's just so pumped to be witnessing a World Cup game. But not too far from this stadium is our Lindsay Morrison. She's at FIFA Fan Fest, where thousands are also going to be taking in the game tonight. What's the experience like where you are, Lindsay?
It's great, Michelle and Nathan. Fans are flooding into the viewing area now with the kickoff imminent. And I want to say a lot of these fans have done the right thing. They've brought a rain jacket. They've brought a poncho. Do as I say and not as I do right now. I'm not wearing a rain jacket. And there is a cool breeze happening right now, and the rain feels imminent. Here's a look at the satellite and radar. The showers are creeping their way into the west end of the GTA. We're not going to be able to escape the wet weather. It is going to be heaviest, though, overnight tonight. There's another look at the special weather statement, severe thunderstorm watch and wind warning that is in place. Here's a look at what we can expect tonight. It's going to be a soggy one, and tomorrow's high 23 degrees. This weekend is Father's Day. The weather looks much better for the weekend, I'm happy to say. It's going to be an exciting match tonight. Nathan and Michelle, live from FanFest. I'll send it back over to you.
Thank you, Lindsay. I can report the rain has started here at Toronto Stadium just in time for kickoff.
Yeah, you can feel it.
That's it for us, though. Be sure to join Omar Sachedina at 11 for CTV National News, followed by Zoraida Alman, who's got you covered at 11:30.
In the meantime, our coverage continues anytime on CP24 and at ctvnewstoronto.ca.
For Lindsay Morrison, the whole team, thanks for